performances, led by 5 no-hitters.
2. Ground ball to second. Vargas to first. Ricardo Jimenez has no hit the Atlanta Braves. Castro. He got it. Bouncing ball toward the middle. Grab by the shortstop. And he did it. Edwin Jackson has no hit the Rays tonight.
Today at the Coliseum, we have a matchup of no-hit pitchers. Dallas Braden embraced the baseball world by throwing a perfect game against the Rays and then celebrating the moment with a special Mother's Day hug with his grandmother who helped raise him. Less than a month ago, Matt Garza threw the first no-hitter in Rays history. It's a pitcher's duel by the Bay. Can we see another no-hitter today? A's Rays next. Was the final game of the homestand for the A's before they head out on a 10-game road trip. And boy, we got a fun pitching matchup. No hitters all around today. Matt Garza for the Rays and Dallas Braden for the Athletics. So a pretty good side story to the final game of this series. And the A's a win, and they can win the series over one of the best teams in the American League. It's the Rays and the Athletics coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, how often do you see that? 2 guys who pitched no-hitters earlier in the year squaring off against each other. Well, it's happened just one other time since 1991, but I think it's going to be fun. And I bet the Rays, they got a little revenge on their mind against Braden.
Well, they do, but Dallas Braden, you look at the 2 pitchers today, one throws an excellent changeup, Dallas Braden. The other guy throws a lot of fastballs, Matt Garza. Garza threw about 95% fastballs against the Tigers in his no-hit bid. Dallas Braden, of course, mixes his fastball with the tremendous changeup that he will throw anytime. So if you're looking for a pitching matchup, what better day to come to the park or watch it on Comcast Sportsnet California and see 2 guys who have been a part of history, and I think especially Dallas Braden. We still have to designate this day as Grandmother's Day. It has to be a special day because he has pitched great baseball on Mother's Day, as we know.
So Braden, the perfect game. Garza, the no-hitter, but he faced the minimum.
That's right.
Walked a guy, got a double play. So those 2 guys, they've been pitching well ever since that. So Fiesta Day at the ballpark, so very festive on Fiesta Day, and we got a great pitching matchup as well. Braden against Garza. A's and Rays coming up.
Broadband Network, AT&T, rethink possible, and by Corona. Relax and refresh with Corona and Lime.
A's take the field for the fourth and final game of this series and the final game of the homestand. Let's check out the weather for today's game. It's brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free and the boardwalk is open daily. Beautiful day, 68 degrees, lots of sunshine. It's a good day to come to the ballpark, get comfortable, and enjoy a couple guys who have thrown no-hitters this year, Dallas Braden and Matt Garza. So there's your side story for this ball game this afternoon. Here is the Rays lineup that Dallas Braden will face today. B.J. Upton in center, Jason Bartlett at short, Kyle Crawford in left. And then it's Longoria, Pena, Zobrist, Ibar, Rodriguez, and Chapin. Defensively for the Athletics today, Davis, Crisp, and Gross. Gabe Gross getting a start right. Kuzmanoff, Pennington, Ellis Barton on the infield. And Landon Powell is the catcher.
And the man of the hour, number 51. That is Dallas Braden making his 22nd start. Last 5 starts, 4-1 record, 265 earned run average. And with the day off tomorrow, Kurt Suzuki, who of course is caught most of the time. But today it's Landon Powell who has caught Dallas Braden's last 2 starts. And so Landon Powell back behind the plate today. The A's will travel tomorrow. So Kurt Suzuki, at least part of the day off today. We'll see how the day progresses.
So first pitch of the ball game to B.J. Upton is ball. So we are underway. One swing of the bat last night changed the outcome of the game. Otherwise, the A's would be going for the sweep of the Rays. A disappointing loss. The A's will try to bounce back from that today. On the ground to Pennington. And he throws out Upton, and that's out number 1.
Check out our keys to the game brought to you by Toyota. Dallas Braden Sunday at the Coliseum versus the Rays equals perfect. At least that's what it was on May the 9th. Cliff Pennington back in the lineup last night, getting the night off. And Evan Longoria, definitely red hot. He is very hot lately. A very sweet swing. Such a young player with so many great years ahead of him. And boy, he is a tremendous player. And Rays are fortunate to assign him to a long-term contract.
So Jason Bartlett, Bay Area native, steps in. 249 with 3 homers and 42 runs batted in for Bartlett. He's 2 for 9 with the double in this series. Keeping an eye on the Rangers game as always, and right now the Rangers with a 6-3 lead in Baltimore. Top of the 9th inning. There's a line drive. Rajai Davis coming in, and he makes the catch.
Fans are acting like it's the 9th inning. Same thing happened on May the 9th. The second was the line drive to then left fielder Aaron Patterson.
Left fielder, number 13.
Tried to go inside, but left it out a little bit. But Rajai Davis, a great first step and able to charge in. And there is your Ultra Mo with Rajai Davis making a great catch on a line drive by Bartlett. I'll tell you that our Ultra Mo is brought to you by the Evergood Sausage Company.
Two 2-0 to Carl Crawford. Crawford, 299. Matt Garza getting ready to go to work. Braden on that Sunday afternoon in May ended up throwing 109 pitches in the perfect game.
And neither pitcher, of course, we talked about Edwin Jackson, what, 149? 39. A lot of pitches.
Yeah, it was 49.
49, yeah. He pitched his perfect no-hitter.
Skied to shallow center. Coco Crisp. Glasses on, makes the catch, and Dallas Braden has a 3 up, 3 down, top of the first inning. It's Matt Garza, and this is the lineup for the Athletics. Chris Barton, Ellis, Cust, Kuzmanov, Davis, Howe, Gross, and Pennington. Defensively, the Rays look like this. Crawford, Upton, Zobrist in the outfield. Longoria, Bartlett, Rodriguez, Pena on the infield. Kelly Shopik again behind the plate for Matt Garza.
Garza, as we mentioned, a no-hitter. And his last 5 starts, a 172 earned run average. 25th start for the 12-game winner. Of course, a very good offense with Tampa Bay Rays behind him. Very good defense also. 374 earned run average. He has allowed 21 home runs, but he relies mostly on his fastball. And for him to pitch the no-hitter at his home park on artificial surface, the field turf, but still hard and very fast, it's quite an accomplishment. Think of Scott Erickson when he pitched for the Minnesota Twins. Did it at the old Metrodome, a no-hitter.
First pitch of the ball game from Matt Garza is low to Coco Crisp. Garza having a very fine season for the Rays. Coco Crisp, the average all the way up to 285.
Look at this game, maybe the 2 pitches like a tennis match. All right, serve, I hit serve.
Yep.
Dallas Braden 3 up, 3 down, and didn't give up a run. And Matt Garza, bottom half of the inning. Of course, I don't play tennis, but
no, either do I.
I've heard that.
Either do I.
Holding serve, whatever. Is that what it's called?
Yep. That's all I know. Don't ask me any deeper question.
My arm hurts just thinking about a tennis racket.
1-1 to Crisp with Derek Barton waiting in the on-deck circle. Crisp is 3 for 13 in this series. He does have a modest 5-game hitting streak, 9 hits and 20 at-bats. See the uniforms?
That's not real.
Pena gets a big hop. He'll take it himself. It is Fiesta Day at the ballpark. So you see the uniforms. It's not Athletics with ATH at the beginning. It's Atleticos, AT at the beginning. So Fiesta Day, and people having a good time on a beautiful Sunday here at the ballpark. Next time we come back here, Ray, it'll be September.
Well, we just want our great shot of this field the way it is right now, and we'll put a split screen when we get back.
Well, when we sit down in this booth, the next time, which would be a Friday night, they may be pulling the cranes off the field because, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Raiders have a Thursday night exhibition football game.
Yes.
And the A's have a Friday night baseball game when we come back.
Well, you can do one thing. You can come straight to the booth. There will be no batting practice.
You can almost guarantee that?
Yeah, David Bernetti, Vice President of Stadium Operations, was here last night, and I said, David, what about BP on September 30th? He said, I've already canceled it. He said, by the way, I need to make some calls.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough goal, of course, to change this back from the way it is right now. They'll change it to football, take the tarps down, put the bleachers in center field, and they will play, what, 2 games while we're gone?
Yes, I believe it's Saturday and Thursday. Yeah.
So they'll put the center field bleachers on probably midweek, getting ready for the first game, and they'll stay on the field until the Thursday. And when we get back from New York, we can see the lights on here at the Coliseum. They'll be getting the stadium ready. That's true for baseball.
Pena, another chance, takes care of Barton. So 2 outs for Mark Ellis.
Friday night fireworks. Of course, the football field runs not so much on the infield. I guess it's on the scan. Well, maybe the pitcher's mound comes out.
Yeah, second base is right at the 50-yard line.
Right.
Yeah. So the pitcher's mound is near the sidelines.
Garza doing a lot of movement of his both arms, actually, both shoulders. He's covered first both times, but Carlos Pena has taken both ground balls. The Rays can see the scoreboard as well. The Yankees leading Seattle, Yankee Stadium 9-0. It's the good thing about posting the score on the East Coast for both the A's and the Rays.
The Red Sox, who are 5.5 Games behind the Rays in the wild card are in a rain delay in Boston. Third inning, no score, Blue Jays, Red Sox. And so the East Coast is getting rain. There's a lot of rain at Yankee Stadium today as well. Upton takes care of Ellis. So both pitchers, 3 up, 3 down innings. They both have perfect games going after one. California is brought to you by Cash Creek's Cash Perfect 10 giveaway. From now until October 10th, thousands will win cash and prizes every day. Visit cashcreek.com for details. No score, top of the second inning. Both pitchers 3 up, 3 down innings in the first. Both pitchers threw 11 pitches. Pennington on the dive, gets up, throws to first, and they got him.
Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. What a great play by Cliff Pennington. Of course, all the folks here realizing that Dallas Braden threw a perfect game against these guys. This is a base hit. Pennington in the outfield grass. Strong arm stretched by Derek Barton. Bang, bang. Laz Diaz liked the result. But Cliff Pennington, an unbelievable play. And
good call.
That's a good call. Derek Barton, what a stretch. He had the ball in his glove before Longoria hit the bag. Tremendous play by Cliff Pennington.
So 1 out, and here's Pena. Check swing foul at the plate.
Oh, we get to see this in Ultramo. Watch this. The catch. Headlong dive. Watch how quickly he pops up even in Ultramo. To the feet. The turn. Transfer ball into the glove and the strong arm. And Derek Barton, the stretch. He is the best at stretching. This really helps him get the out by the stretch there.
And that hit Pena just got him. So Pena is aboard on the hit by pitch. First base runner in the ball game.
Just a graze of the uniform, the blousing of the uniform.
Number 18,
if it did,
Ben Zobrist.
Barely. He's telling Barton that ball didn't hit me.
Never hit me.
A few phantom hits last night, Suzuki.
So here's Ben Zobrist with 1 out and a runner aboard. And the bunt, and it's a good one, and it is going to roll foul. Wow, man. My money was on fair.
Well, you can see the span of the baseball, and maybe Ultramo will show the span, the top span of the bunt by Zobrist. because it stayed on the grass, but if it's spinning, it's eventually going to keep rolling, and there's the spin, and once it hit the lip of the grass, it was going to roll foul. That's right there. See, that drops off. It's like a good curveball dropping off the table into foul territory. Now, there are some fields that ball would have dropped off the grass and just rolled back, hugging the grass. We have seen some fields taper like that. I think Chicago is that way. Teams that bunt a lot, usually the dirt is kind of tilted just enough to keep the ball fair.
0-2 now to Ben Zobrist.
It's called home field advantage.
Sure. White Sox do it for Juan Pierre.
That's right.
5 for 11 is Zobrist against Braden. Another foul ball. They're in the bottom of the ninth now in Baltimore with the Rangers leading 6-3, and Naftali Feliz is in the game trying to close it out for Texas.
Amazing, he's just a rookie.
He's going to have 35, 40 saves when it's all over.
Maybe he'll have a blown save today.
I'll keep you updated. In the dirt with the changeup. The Rangers are finishing up what is a 7-game trip.
Change up and a good block by Landon Powell, keeping the glove between his legs down on the ground. And that's where Dallas wants to throw the changeup to try to get some swing and misses, especially on the bad changeup.
Foul territory. Barton is not going to have a chance. Second row right behind the Rays dugout. The Angels and the Twins will play the Sunday night game at Target Field tonight. So the Rays will get to Anaheim before the Angels tonight. That is where the Rays go. Angels will go home for a 6-game homestand. The Rays and the Orioles. Another ball in the dirt, blocked by Powell. Who got the foul ball? Who picked it up? Steve Bitker.
With the Boston Red Sox cap? Did he have a Red Sox cap on? Oh, let's go back and let's freeze frame that.
Wow, that's a concern here in the booth. Our good friend Steve Bitker.
Sitting down behind the visiting dugout. Check swing. That's a strike, folks. That bat went all the way through. Les Diaz, it took so long for, James Hood to acknowledge that they wanted a check swing.
Well, that one is a strike. Zobrist thought he had ball 4. He says it was outside.
On a check swing, going back to pre-game, Landon Powell was asking, but the first base umpire waited until James Hoy. So Les Diaz, or at least James Hoy, this time said, I'm going to call him out. And Tommy Kem's back right on the corner, perfectly thrown, as Zobrist threw the bat. He can pick it up on his way back to the dugout. That's a good strike. Change up.
So 0-1 to Willie Ibar. Ibar had a big hit last night. 2-out double that scored a run, and then the very next hitter was Sean Rodriguez, and he hit the 2-run homer. So Ibar right in the middle of the 3-run 8th inning. That was the difference in the game last night. That one is line but foul.
As we mentioned in the pregame show, the fact that Andrew Bailey activated. So the bullpen with Andrew Bailey in the back end. We get some consistency and hopefully for the remainder of the season. The starting staff has done a tremendous job, and of course with the bullpen back intact. So Henry Rodriguez with a more important role with his 100-mile-an-hour fastball, throwing better strikes, more consistent.
Henry could be a big part of the bullpen down the stretch. Talked about it in our open, and the importance of the bullpen now with September games, tight games. A's have played 4 straight one-run games. There will be more. He's got the all-star closer back today, Andrew Bailey, so that's great news. Ross Wolf sent back to Sacramento, so it's good to have Bailey back. Little pop-up, Mark Ellis shades his eyes. Ellis has it. Side retired. A runner left for the Rays. We go to the bottom of the second inning because Kuzminoff and Davis.
A's Breast Cancer Awareness Day presented by Big O Tires. A's Breast Cancer Awareness caps and pins are now available for purchase at A's home games behind Section 120. Special thanks to Contra Costa Times, the America Bank and State Roofing System for supporting this day benefiting breast cancer research and education. For tickets and information, go to oaklandathletics.com.
Bottom of the second inning, Jack Cuss to lead it off. He'll be followed by Kuzminoff and Davis. Matt Garza had a 3-up, 3-down first inning, couple of ground outs and a fly out.
I think Matt Garza realizes his 0-3 career against the A's.
No.
Never defeated the A's.
Interesting note on Matt Garza's no-hitter, which was July 26th against the Tigers. He faced the minimum, 27 batters. He walked Brendan Bosch in the second inning, but the next hitter didn't do a double play. So that is how he ended up facing just 27 batters. And Ray, you talked about how he likes the fastball. He threw 120 pitches in that no-hitter. 101 of them were fastballs. That's amazing.
It's about 95%.
That is amazing.
And it says a lot about the main pitch. You establish your fastball, work 4 corners basically. It's like having 4 pitches. And obviously he had the type of control that could use it in those locations. But it should help a hitter, because if you expand your strike zone and you know that, say, out of 3 out of 4 pitches, 4 out of 5 are going to be fastballs, then you can make an adjustment in your swing.
A 1-2 to Cust. Fastball is inside to even the count. 270 with 9 home runs for Jack Cust. 2 for 10 in the series with a home run. Curveball that time, and Cust takes it, and the count is full. The Rangers end up winning that game in Baltimore 6-4. Ty Wigginton hit a solo home run in the bottom of the 9th inning, but Feliz ended up saving it. So the Rangers get a win. The final of that 4-game series in Baltimore. Curveball, strike 3 call.
So much for the fastballs. Yeah, scouting reports show fastballs not to Jack Cust, but this was at home against the Tigers on July the 26th. A little cut fastball there, slider. Now fastball, and we foul out. First one in Rays history.
Yep. So 5 no-hitters. That was the 5th this year in baseball. The Rays have been involved in 3 of them. Edwin Jackson no-hit him. So there are the numbers. No walks, 6 strikeouts, 120 pitches, 80 strikes. And the final score was 5-0. So Edwin Jackson no-hit the Rays. Dallas Braden no-hit the Rays, and the Rays got their own no-hitter from Matt Garza. One and 1 to Kuzmanov. 10 home runs and 57 runs batted in. Kuzmanov pops it up. Carlos Pena looking up into the sun, but he's got it in foul territory. So that is the second out, and that'll bring up Rajai Davis. Now, we mentioned in our open that 2 guys who threw no-hitters in the same year facing each other in that same year. It's happened just one other time since 1991. The other time was this year. Edwin Jackson and Roy Halladay pitched against each other after they threw their no-hitters. Back in 1991, it was Wilson Alvarez of the White Sox against Nolan Ryan from the Rangers. So that's the last time it happened before this year. 2 guys who have thrown no-hitters facing each other in the same season. Hit hard and into right field. Base hit for Rajai Davis.
And Garza just kind of looked up after the ball scooted through into the outfield. Rajai Davis taking the fastball outside, hitting exactly where it should have been hit. With chopping outside corner. Pretty good pitch, but even better job of hitting by Rajai Davis. Good effort by Rodriguez, the shortstop. So now that the hit for the Athletics against the Rays, that's out of the way for Garza. See if Rajai can steal a base and the A's can get another hit.
Landon Powell swings at the first fastball he sees and fouls it straight back. 217 with a homer and 8 RBIs for Landon Powell. Davis with a good lead. This one's hit to right field. Playable for Zobrist. To his right, he's got it. Side retired. So Rajai Davis singles, but he is stranded. And we play 2. No score. Sports, and it's brought to you by Nation's Giant Hamburgers. Oh yeah, May 9th of this year, it is the perfect game. And that's the final. Gabe Kapler gets the ball to Pennington. And, well, we'll enjoy that one for a long, long time. Got a giant appetite. It's got to be Nation's. Once in a lifetime experience for everybody involved in the perfect game. Thanks to Dallas Braden. Swing and a miss. Sean Rodriguez. Rodriguez, Shopik, and Upton. Those are the statistical breakdown. There was maybe 3 or 4 hard hit balls. Kuzmanov made a nice play. Close play at first, earlier in the game.
Well, the first ball, line drive. Jason Bartlett leading off was caught by Kuz. Might have gone foul, but he also made an outstanding play on Bartlett's slow hit ball.
In the 9th inning, Deanna Navarro hit a line drive that Eric Patterson, the left fielder, caught. Two to Sean Rodriguez. Hits it toward third. Kuzmanov. He had a glove on it, and I'm not sure he knew that he had a glove on it.
He did not. When he go for the ball and looked up, thought he maybe had deflected the ball someplace. But a nice stop. He had smothered it and just could not get it. So never did have it in his glove, was under his body. That's why he was looking for it. And kicked it into his right hand or near his right hand.
So a leadoff single. That's the first hit for the Rays. So this is Kelly Shopik. Shopik takes a fastball first strike.
Well, he saves a double. Kuz diving and knocking the ball down. Of course, Rodriguez runs well enough. He was going to beat it out. Maybe even had Kuz come up with it cleanly by the time he got to his feet.
Shopik drives on the right center, and that's going to be trouble. One hops the wall. Rodriguez rounding third. He's going to come in to score, and Shopik has an RBI double, and the Rays have a 1-0 lead. Perfectly placed gapper there by Shopik.
Fastball down and no slice either to slice back to Gabe Gross in right field. And hit hard enough to get right in front of the warning track. Back-to-back fastballs to Shopik. Rodriguez almost pulled a Derek Barton, tripping around second, but kept his feet, able to score easily.
So Shopik gets his 12th RBI, and now to the top of the order, B.J. Upton. Upton hits a high fly ball, shallow right center. Gabe Gross comes in, and Upton trying to move the run over, cannot do it. So an unproductive out by B.J. Upton.
Now batting, number 8, Jason Bartlett.
So that'll bring up Bartlett. Now the Yankees and the Mariners are playing again. They had a rain delay. 10-0. The Yankees leading the Mariners. That game just wrapping up. It's the 9th inning. They were showing some highlights. Yankee Stadium, guys were running in the outfield. The water was splashing all over the place. They really got a lot of rain. And as we said, raining in Boston. It's also raining in Philadelphia.
It's all going to pass before tomorrow.
Let's hope so. We are supposed to have beautiful weather in Cleveland for the A's 3-game series Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 3 night games at Progressive Field in Cleveland. 2-0 pitch is in for a strike. Bartlett hit a line drive to Rajay Davis in the first inning. That changeup stays high. Crawford in the on-deck circle. Pennington, he's got it, and he throws out Bartlett over to third. He's shopping.
Now batting.
So that'll bring up Crawford.
Carl Crawford.
Well, the ability of Dallas Braden to throw a changeup any count really helps because the hitter cannot sit fastball. 3-1. Bartlett got out in front of a pitch. Very, very frustrating for a hitter. Pitchers like this.
So Crawford, a couple of foul balls, so the count is 0-2. Fifth best batting average with runners in scoring position in the American League, Crawford. Rangers have 3 guys in the top 5. That one's driven to left, but Rajay Davis is there, and he's got it side retired. A run on 2 hits for the Rays. We go to the bottom of the third. Rays 1, A's nothing.
Tickets get priority seating locations for all the big games, and they're all big. For a deposit of $150 on new orders, you can get an A's player jersey, and you get to pick the player. Get more information online at OaklandAthletics.com or call 510-638-GO-A's. They might even pick Glenn Kite for a jersey. How about that? Season tickets, new orders. I want a Kite jersey.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. All right. Gabe Gross leading it off here in the third. It's been a while for Gabe Gross.
But he's familiar with the team that he's playing against.
Yes, he is. Last time Gabe Gross batted in a game was August 8th as a pinch hitter. Last time he started a game was July 30th at Chicago. Started in right field. But in there this afternoon against Matt Garza. Hits it hard towards second, but Rodriguez has it. So that'll bring up Pennington, who did this earlier in the game.
He's playing outstanding defense, the dive, the quickness, and then, of course, a very strong arm, and gets help from Derek Barton with a nice stretch at first base. But Pennington, the main thing, you try to transfer the ball from your glove to your hand. Looked like he got a palm ball, but yet able to transfer to get the ball in a good enough grip to make the strong throw. That's always the toughest part. And you got to be pretty athletic to dive, get up as quickly as the infielders do.
You think the Rays have seen enough of Pennington this year? He's been great defensively. Offensively, he's 11 for 26 with a homer and 6 RBIs against the Rays this year. That's a .423 average. We hit that home run in St. Petersburg. Good curveball from Garza, and it's 0-2. Fastball. You see Shopik setting up high.
Thursday, the double against Wheeler, and that down the line, right at the base of the foul pole line, just straight down to the dirt. The double. See on the game winner on Wednesday against the Blue Jays.
Lifts this one to left center, but Upton ranging that way. So out number 2. Just one hit for the A's so far against Garza. That was the 2-out single by Davis last inning.
Gives Garza a lot of credit because using all those fastballs, and everybody will look at the no-hitter and say, well, he did the game using all the fastballs, but he has come out today using more curveballs. Probably an even percentage, slightly more fastballs, but he's thrown a lot of the hooks.
And he has a good fastball, Ray, but we're not talking about 96, 97 miles an hour where he's just blowing people away. I mean, he has a good one, but he has pretty good control with it. He only has 1 strikeout so far today, and that was on a curveball. He's got 125 strikeouts on the year. He's done that in 158 innings. So pretty decent strikeout totals. Oh, 2 to Coco Crisp, looking for another high fastball. He misses upstairs.
Month of August, yeah. Very impressive. Felix Hernandez got the Yankees in his last start. Trevor Cahill, 113.
So another 1-2 pitch from Garza to Coco Crisp. Curveball is low. Yankees finished off that game against the Mariners 10-0. So the Rays will notice that on the scoreboard. Rays 1 game back, now 1.5 games back in the East. Yankees 77-47 now in the season.
30 games over 500.
That's pretty good. Yeah. And a good curve, and Coco Crisp strikes out. Second strikeout for Garza. So we're headed to the 4th inning. The Rays have a 1-0 lead. Ask Glenn and Ray question. Ryan from Oakland asked, who has turned the most double plays in the majors this season? The Cleveland Indians lead with 141. That's always a tough statistic to kind of put into context, because does that mean that the Indians have the best double play combination in the league?
It means they get a lot of work.
Exactly. It means that, I think more than anything, it means that you probably don't have a strikeout staff. And you got to have some base runners out too. So, but you still have to turn it as well, as Longoria flies out to center field.
Now batting, number 23, Carlos Pena.
You saw the A's 107, so quite a few less than the Indians, but the A's have the best team ERA in the American League. Fewer base runners, fewer double play opportunities. Carlos Pena hits it past George Hendrick in the foul. Pena was hit by a pitch in the second inning. That is a swing, says John Hirschbeck. So Pena 3 for 10 in the series. He's got a double, a home run, a couple of RBIs.
A lot of the body going through on that swing. That was more of a body swing than the bat.
Another foul ball.
Somebody's happy.
Yep. Lefty. Jersey, the hat, all set. Pena takes inside. So 1-2 the count. See if maybe Braden's trying to set Pena up for something away after running that fastball in on Pena.
Thing about Carlos, he likes to extend his arms, and he will go opposite field. He has the power.
Inside again, 2-2.
One of the things that really helped him when he started to hit home runs for the Rays was using the opposite field.
Average, when he has 2 strikes against him, 102. Pena very dangerous, but he does strike out a lot. 3rd most strikeouts in the American League. Good pitch there, but no swing. Didn't miss by much.
Change up away. This is the better angle there, and it looked like he kept it back.
Pena got a pitch to hit there and fouled the pitch straight back. Ben Zobrist will be next for the Rays. That pitch is outside, and Pena works the walk.
Just like last night, 0-2, and gets the walk.
Now batting, number 18,
cost it last night in the 8th inning.
Ben Zobrist.
Well, in fairness to Pena, we said he strikes out a lot. He also walks a lot.
Yeah.
That is number 66 on the year. Is one of the things the Rays do. Lead the American League in walks. They also lead the American League in stolen bases. And they have the most strikeouts. That one outside. Rays' third most runs scored in the American League, behind the Yankees and the Red Sox. Close pitch. Braden thought maybe it was a strike. James Hoy said that it was not.
Carlos Pena not really a big threat to run, and then Dallas Braden making the quick move over to first, see if he can get him going out with the extra step, but still not a very big lead.
Another changeup, and it just misses. Braden trying to catch that outside corner. Can't do it to Zobrist. 3-1 the count. Willie Ibar, a switch hitter, is next. Big bouncer toward Pennington, right near the bag. Steps on second, throws to first, double play. The A's turn the double play, and nothing for the Rays in the top of the fourth. AT&T, who holds the Rays' single season record for most home runs as a designated hitter. I think I know that one. I think he used to play with the Oakland A's, but I'm not sure. A's trailing 1-0 to the Rays, bottom of the fourth inning. Barton, Ellis, and Cust against Matt Garza.
That's the same guy. I think he was just hired as a bench coach and coaching DH for an independent league. Looking for the dollar.
Yeah. What was the contract he signed with me? $40 million? What was it?
Just 25
million.
But he said he didn't get all of it because there were taxes. It's a misconception. You sign for $30 million, you don't get the whole 30.
No,
you have to pay taxes.
15, yeah.
But I'm sure whatever you netted would be a pretty good,
good
amount of money.
I mean, there's such things as savings accounts at banks. One house is usually enough. One car.
Not one that talks if you get close to it.
Do you have one of those?
No, Ruben Sierra did.
Oh, Ruben? Oh, okay.
If you walked within
They
a
were
couple of
traded
feet,
for each other.
Yeah, if you walked within a couple of feet, it'd say, you're too close.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Got to have that.
Parked at the double tree, right out in the circle, protecting that car.
That's funny. Bartlett in the hole. Throws. Not in time. Barton beat it out. Second hit for the A's. This one a leadoff single.
Now see, if Carlos Pena had the tremendous stretch that Derek Barton has, that might have been just enough. But the Ultramo, the backhand by the very good shortstop Jason Bartlett, the throw because he threw across his body. Look at the height. And Derek Barton smelling a hit, running hard. Carlos Pena. Yeah, I think Derek Barton stretched, but that pitch was high. That throw was high. It's made it a little more difficult for Carlos to have a decent stretch.
Yeah, if Pena stretches like Barton does, the ball
So
sails down into the bullpen, and he doesn't even get a glove on it. Barton's stretch is great, but it can't be a high throw. Ellis hit a fly ball to center field to end the first. 3 for 9 in the series, his mark. This one's popped up on the infield. Pena, the first baseman, makes the catch. So 1 out here in the 4th for Jack Cust.
Por los Atléticos, bateador designado, número 32, Jack Cust.
Well, here's Derek Barton on the right. You're Oakland A. Carlos Pena on the left. The throw to Barton was low. The throw to Pena was high. So you could say that Carlos Pena lifted his right leg higher than Derek Barton's stretch, maybe.
That's true.
Not much you could do with that.
Curveball to Cust is inside. Again inside. So Jack Cust gets ahead in the count 2-0. Cust struck out looking, a big curveball that dropped in for strike 3 in the second inning.
And once the count now goes to 2-0 with the 2 curveballs. The shift. Everybody moves over. Change positions.
And fastball down in the strike zone. Cust swings and misses. Soft line drive, but into the glove of Bartlett, who was playing over to the right of second base.
Abate, número 5.
So 2 outs for Kuzmanov.
Kevin Kuzmanov.
Kuzmanov fouled out to Pena in the second inning. Kuzmanovs are in the house. That's always good. Each has their own special Kuzmanov helmet. Got to get a little warm under that one on the right. Garza flips to first. Kuzmanov is retired. He's going to lead off hit from Barton, but do nothing with it. 5th inning coming up. 1-0 Rays. There is just who we thought. Jose Canseco hit 32 home runs in 1999.
And was swinging for 132, but just happened to hit 32.
I bet he was thinking, I'm going to try to hit a home run every time. Although he had a little bit of that in him, even with the A's, right? Two and 0 to Willie Ibar. Bottom three in the order for the Rays: Ibar, Rodriguez, and Shopik. You see the news out of Chicago today, right? About Lou Piniella. Lou Piniella said, as you know, I'm retiring. He's retiring today.
Today, yeah.
Sounded like, well, the story I read, his mother is in failing health and he really wants to spend time with her. And he had already announced that he was going to retire at the end of the season, but he decided that he's going to move it up. So today is his last game as the manager of the Cubs. Just as the season has gone for the Cubs are getting hammered by the Braves. 2-2 pitch, a changeup, and Ibar swings and misses.
A's take on the Angels Saturday, September the 4th, 1:05 the starting time. 10,000 fans that afternoon will get an A's baseball hat. And it's brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Get tickets by calling 877-493-BALL or order online at oaklandathletics.com. Add that baseball cap to your collection and wear it frontwards, backwards, sideways, doesn't matter, just as long as you wear it. It's a nice cap.
Oh, and 1-2, Sean Rodriguez. Rodriguez hits one to center. Coco Chris back. He's got it. So Mike Quaddy. Mike Quaddy was an A's coach for a while. He will manage the Chicago Cubs the rest of the season.
Now batting,
Very
number 10,
disappointing season in Chicago. Cubs, a $146 million payroll rate, third highest payroll in the major leagues. And they're going to lose today. They're losing 16-5 in the ninth inning. And when they lose that game, they will be 23 games under the 500 mark.
And of course, Bobby Cox, who has also announced his retirement at the end of the season, managing against Lou Piniella this afternoon. So I wouldn't count on Bobby Cox.
No?
He may change his mind.
You got inside scoop?
No, but you know.
Well, he's got a good team this year. Atlanta's in first place.
You know, if they win, Ronald's coming down, getting ready to have a hot dog or two to get ready to pitch the ninth.
Or the 7th and 8th and 9th.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's not Ron. It's Dave Stagnaro, one of our very fine camera people here at the Coliseum. Staggs taking the day off, enjoying the ball game.
Without his dog.
Does not have his dog today. Staggs is a big fan of Dog Day here at the ballpark. One and 2 to Shopik. Good changeup, and Shopik strikes out. A very good inning for Dallas Braden. A couple of swinging strikeouts. Bottom of the 5th coming up, still 1-0 Tampa Bay. Genesis has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy play or track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. Bottom of the fifth inning from the Coliseum on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon in the Bay Area. As we head to Cleveland tomorrow. It's supposed to get really hot here in the Bay Area, I guess. In the 90s in the East Bay. But you're right, the A's need some runs. No runs on 2 hits against Garza through the first 4 innings as Rajai Davis leads it off. Rajai has 1 of the 2 hits. Single to right in the second inning. 3 for 11 in the series. Curveball hit hard and a nice play by Longoria. Well, that is not an easy play, and Longoria handled it like a Gold Glover.
She'll probably win another one.
Now batting,
Running the line a little bit as Rajai Davis got out in front and hooked the ball. Like the way that Longoria is wearing the uniform today with the bat legs up high. Rodriguez, the second baseman, doing the same, showing the light blue Rays colors. These guys can't wait to put their jackets on for the trip to Anaheim.
Got to wear them. So the Rays announcers today, Dwayne Stats, Kevin Kennedy, they had their Rays blazers on.
They had to join the crowd.
Yep. Don't have a choice. Inside to Landon Powell, 2-0. Dwayne Stats on the right, Kevin Kennedy on the left. You see the Blazers hanging up behind him. Todd Callis, sideline reporter. He's got his going. Everybody's wearing them, all the players. Pena dives, he can't get it. Landon Powell hits the bag at first. He'll stop there as Zobrist gets over to it quickly. So a base hit for Powell.
Carlos Pena usually is good, and he is as good as Longoria is at third, but off the line enough, could not reach it, and grass slowed it down, so Landon Powell could not try to stretch it into a double. He might just try to steal a base. He done it before. They're going to not even hold him on. Kind of halfway.
So Gabe Gross, his second at bat, he grounded out his first at bat. Pennington in the on deck circle. He's trying to get something going against Garza. That was his 56th pitch in the game, so his pitch count is pretty low so far. Rolled foul. Looked like it could have been ball 3 to Gabe Gross.
Well, if he hasn't been there as long as you had mentioned earlier, you try to know the strike zone, but try to look for a pitch, especially in a 2-0 count, that maybe he's got a pretty good pitch to hit.
Just missed off the plate. 3-1. Garza wanted that one. Pretty big trade when the Rays acquired Garza from the Minnesota Twins in November of 2007. The caught everybody by surprise a little bit. And there's the walk.
Got to get a starting shortstop and a starting pitcher.
Yep.
It's Delman Young playing well for the Twins, especially this year.
You just don't see a young pitcher traded for a young position player. Really, I think both of them had just played 1 year in the big leagues. Delman Young, Garza. And Delman Young was a first overall pick by the Rays. Garza was a #1 draft pick of the Twins out of Fresno State in 2005.
First run in scoring position for the Athletics. First time they had 2 runners on base, as a matter of fact. And so you have to look for the opportunities, take advantage when you have them, and see what Cliff Pennington can do.
Fastball and a swing and a miss by Pennington, who hit a fly ball to center field in the third. Fastball running away from Pennington.
One thing, this umpiring crew not allowing the catcher to ask for an appeal. And usually a catcher, when he asks for it quickly and might get a quick call. But by the time the delay, and first and third base umpires waiting for the home plate umpire to ask for the appeal. And that's usually against the rule. Sometimes the umpire in the corner will immediately determine, make the call.
Jim Hickey will have a quick chat with Matt Garza, who looks a little out of sync here in the fifth. Interesting note on Garza. Struggles early, settles in, and usually strong late. Right now we're in the fifth.
Except one game, you can throw those numbers out, right?
Three and one now to Pennington.
Well, that's a pitch you have to be careful not to swing at. He's trying to keep the ball down low. He did it in walking Gabe Gross, and now Pennington to 3-1. If you swing at it, it's going to be a ground ball.
There's a strike with a fastball right on the outside corner. 3-2. Powell at second and Gross at first.
I don't think they're running.
I don't think so. The Rays, no intention of holding Powell at second. And the pitch is bounced towards second. Rodriguez has it, spins to second. One is throws wide, and everybody's safe. A huge break for the A's.
Well, a very big break, and even Jason Bartlett could not keep his foot on the bag to at least get the force out. Gabe Gross running hard, thinking about taking him out at second, and overslid the bag, but able to get back. Bartlett foot on the bag there, but good call by the second base umpire. And that is Wally Bell. It's one thing to give the second baseman or shortstop the benefit of the doubt, the neighborhood play, but not with a throw offline as much as that one was. Gabe Gross did his job, and maybe just enough that Rodriguez felt he had to hurry the throw because of the hustle by Gabe Gross.
Fielder's choice, E4, bases loaded, one out for Crisp. Coco hits one hard, but foul. Rays, very good defensive team, but they've committed 4 errors in this series. course, the one costly by Zobrist, but this one could be costly as well. You just think about the difference. 2 outs, first and third, or 1 out and the base is loaded. Curveball is popped foul back, so Coco Crisp will have to battle back. Down in the count, 0-2. Grandma's birthday today. Happy birthday, Grandma.
So is Grandma's day. Maggie Lindsay, grandmother of Dallas Braden, of course, she is always here.
Oh, yeah. We could see her sitting down there. She's got her best seat. Powell, Gross, Pennington are the runners for the A's. Coco got a fastball and he just hangs in there.
And maybe Coco knew with 2 strikes they were going to go up the ladder, and he was thinking about it. Because that's what Kelly Shopping has done a few times today with a couple of strikes on the hitter.
And they call the ball.
Wow.
This game's tied. Home plate umpire James Hoy called the balk on Garza.
And he just looked to Joe Madden and told him what he did. And Joe's going to go out to keep his pitcher in the game. But he said he turned his shoulder. And a break, huge break. So from 2 strikes, bases loaded, 1-0 lead by the Rays. James Hoyle, watch the left shoulder. We talked about the shoulder turning. Just a little bit there. Oh, wow. He turned his head. All he did was quite say no. And he happened to turn his shoulder a little bit. Wow. Oh, wow. What happened? Man. And see, deceiving a runner? Don't think so.
Yeah, that's
he was shaking
definition.
Shaking his head at the same time, turned his shoulder. Take the break good.
A liner to Pena, and Pena playing in. Had a split second to make the catch, and he did. So tough luck for Coco Crisp.
Oh, that's 2 runs. Annie to the side of Carlos Pena.
Rays 9 balks this year, most in the American League. That one costly. And I think, too, Ray, not only do the A's get a run, but for the pitcher, well, you really got to try to keep your composure because you're ticked off. See if Barton can come through with a 2-out hit. Curveball outside. Well, the balk has always been just one huge gray area. I mean, it is. You know, the one that was funny, technically, is you're not allowed to deceive the runner. What about to fake the third?
I was just going to say that you're deceiving the runner.
You are trying to.
You're trying to. You're trying to get the runner from first to run by faking the third. Brad Ziegler had it called on him recently, but he lifted his leg instead of pointing it towards third.
This one's popped up. Shopping comes back, and he's going to watch it go into the seats.
Yeah, that's definitely
deceiving.
But anytime there's any movement by the pitcher on the mound, I mean, he's got a little flinch.
But what if a guy like Garza, and sometimes you see a guy like, turn and look back at the runner, or
right.
I don't know.
But I think in this case he was simply shaking off the sign with Kelly Shopping.
And he's a little jittery out there too. He moves his body around a lot. Fastball high, 3-1 now.
He also has the Dan Wheeler, where he moves the glove.
Well, exactly.
And so he's not maybe tipping a pitch. does it more out of the windup, and then even in the stretch as he comes set. Kind of wiggle the glove a little bit as he gets to do it.
Barton, good swing on 3-1, fouls it back into the second down.
So if the balk is not caught, Carlos Pena is playing deep. As the Rays were looking for a double play, probably would have caught it anyways. It was hit directly at him.
So full count.
He moved in.
Yep.
He turned his body there.
He turns his left shoulder a little bit.
He probably did it more this time than he actually did when the balk was called.
And Barton swings at a pitch in the dirt. Shopik will flip to first, and side retired. Kind of a crazy inning. The A's end up with a run to tie the game at 1.
The third game time is at 7:05 after the game. Walk down onto the field and enjoy the final post-game fireworks show for the season. And it's brought to you by Kelly Moore Paints. Tickets are on sale now at oaklandathletics.com. You know, maybe they could have the fireworks and show all the colors of Kelly Moore Paints.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a good idea.
Just put a mix in with the fireworks, so they shoot them up, and they put this big sign that says Kelly Moore Paints, and here come the colors.
I like it.
We ought to go into marketing. What do you think?
Well, you got some pyro-spectacular ideas, I tell you what.
Yes.
Top of the order for the Rays against Dallas Braden. Now a 1-1 game. Upton, Bartlett, and Crawford. Upton, a ground out to short and a fly ball to right field. And now 3-0. Shutdown innings. Nobody better than Dallas Braden. He needs one here. Facing Upton, who is 1 for 12 in the series. He has walked twice. And that's lined right back to Dallas Braden. Braden catches it. 1 out.
Ole! Hey!
Fiesta day.
Fiesta day, ole! Landon Powell going on to say, you know what you just did? Watch this shot. The matador, the follow through, the glove down. Hello. But this is happening too much. Fortunately, he caught it. And also, fortunately, Ole, he was getting his body out of the way. There gets Vernon Wells back up the middle off the left hand and then the side of the face or the neck. I think it was a base hit. That was a base hit waiting to get into center field. Uh-oh.
Braden loses his balance on the mound.
He might have caught his cleat. Didn't have to throw the ball. Got a runner on base, but he did anyway and almost threw a strike.
Pitch is a little bit low. Bartlett showed bunt, 2-0.
Dallas's heart might have still been down on his feet whenever he threw this one after the line drive. I think he just got it caught. Well, it looks like Landon Powell. The hitters are staying in the box, and Landon Powell is quickly putting the fingers down, the signs, because Dallas is no more standing on the mound. But the hitter, once he puts his foot in, Landon Powell is giving the sign.
The way it should be, right?
Absolutely. I mean, they're taking about 6 seconds in between pitches.
3-1 pitch is low, so Dallas Braden, that's his second walk in the game. He's struck out 3, and he's thrown 80 pitches so far.
Now batting, number 13, Carl Crawford.
So Kyle Crawford steps in. Crawford gets jammed and fights it off. Oh for 2 is Crawford in today's game. 2 for 14 in this series. Swing and a miss on a changeup.
Well, he pulled the string tremendously with the great changeup. Carl Crawford way out in front.
Oh, 2. Bartlett, the lead at first, and this one is lined but foul. Nice play down there. Kevin's getting all the attention down the left field line.
The players didn't move, they just ducked.
Total confidence.
So I got you guys.
Crawford down the right field line. It's going to get down for a hit. Crawford will stop at first, but going all the way around to third is Bartlett, and the Rays are in business here in the 6th.
Well, the good news about that, if there is any, the fact that it held Carl Crawford to a single, the ball that Gabe Gross really hustled, and I think maybe this is a little bit of knowledge of Carl Crawford and a former teammate, Gabe Gross, how quickly got to the ball, the 360, and a perfect throw to second base by Gabe. Holding Crawford at first base and keeps the double play in order.
First pitch to Longoria is hit down the left field line, fair. Right on the chalk, and it's going to roll into the corner. 1 run will score, and they're going to wave home Crawford. The throw to the plate is just a little bit late. Crawford scores. It's a 2-run double for Evan Longoria, and the Rays lead 3-1.
Well, the changeup, he just hooked it. And unfortunately for the A's, a ball right on the line. Turning around is John Hirschbeck, actually a ball inside the foul line. For some reason, Crawford looked like he was going to shut it down at third base, but then John Foley sent him. And I guess he wanted to make sure the ball was in, and tripped there, but still shutting it down and then picked up the speed. I guess when your third base coach sends you, you better keep going, and the ball just in front of the plate. Pennington with a very strong arm, short hop, scoop by Landon Powell, but not enough time.
So Longoria gets RBIs 83 and 84. So here's Carlos Pena, still just one out. Henry Rodriguez is the man up in the A's bullpen. Pena hits one to right field. Gross is over, and he's got it. Longoria will tag. He will go to third, and he'll make it. Two outs here in the sixth.
Now batting, number 18.
Well, the line drive off the bat of a great play by Dallas Braden, and then 5-pitch walk to Bartlett to start this inning.
Zobrist is 0 for 2. And a big swing and a high fastball, fouls it back. Zobrist a strikeout and a ground ball double play. On the ground to Pennington, and he's got it, and he throws in time, side retired. A couple of runs on the Longoria 2-run double. Bottom of the sixth coming up, 3-1 Rays. It's sixth inning. That means it's time for the Coors Light Freeze Can.
Getting off the bottom of the sixth inning for the Athletics. Second baseman,
Coors Light Freeze Can is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Fiesta Day at the Coliseum. Did you get any Fiesta Day Atleticos t-shirts?
No.
Me either. I take that back. I got one.
Size small?
Yeah, I'm a small, all right. Dallas Braden and the manager talking it over.
Well, he wants to stay in the game. It looks like he's going to be coming out. Henry continues to warm up. Well, the A's opportunity last inning, bases loaded and one out. Got a break with the balk, but still opportunity not only to tie but to take the lead, and didn't happen.
So you get a break with the balk. And then the next guy hits a bullet right at the first baseman, and Pena makes the play. That was Coco Crisp. So one out here in the sixth, and Jack Cust will hit. Cuss struck out in the second, lined out in the fourth. He's 2 for 12 in the series. As we told you earlier, the Texas Rangers won their game 6-4 this afternoon. Tommy Hunter got the win. He is 10-2. Kevin Millwood took the loss. Millwood is 2-14. Ouch. Feliz got the save. Josh Hamilton hit a 3-run homer in the very first inning, his 28th of the year. So Texas scored 6 runs. They got a 3-run homer from Hamilton and a 3-run homer by Vladimir Guerrero. And that was their scoring.
Watching the replay that you had on the MLB Network, it looked like Millwood thought the ball was going to be caught in left field. Must have just barely made it.
(3-0) to Jack Cust. Cust takes a 4-pitch walk. Jays get a 1-out base runner. Second walk by Garza. That'll bring up Kuzminov.
Third baseman, number 5, Kevin Kuzminov.
So the Rangers finish their road trip 2-5. So not a great trip for them, but they will now go home for a 7-game homestand. 4 against the Twins and then 3 against the A's. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Minnesota, and then the A's come in next weekend.
The A's will be throwing the 3 lefties against the Rangers over the weekend, which means that
well, Tommy Hunt, they do not have an off day.
Right.
So Tommy Hunter pitched today, so he'll pitch Friday. Cliff Lee pitched yesterday, so he would pitch on Thursday against the Twins. So,
and Wilson
pitched the day before. So what it looks like is the 2 guys the A's would not face are Wilson and Cliff Lee.
Right.
We do not know that for sure.
But if there's not an off day, then
there's not. They have 4.
And they would not be able to change that. That's Ron Washington, and I would think with a 7-game lead would not bring them back short rest. Get down for the last couple of weeks, and it's close. That's one thing. The A's do have the off day. They will stay though in the normal term.
Bouncer could be 2, and the Rays will turn it 6-4-3 double play, and just like that, the bottom of the 6th comes to an end. We head to the 7th, 3-1 Rays.
Ladies and gentlemen.
By Round Table Pizza, celebrating summer with baseball and barbecue. Round Table is back with their delicious barbecue chicken pizza. Get big barbecue flavor delivered hot and fresh to your door from Round Table. Call today. That is the Port of Oakland. Lots of sunshine today. And right now, the scoreboard, well, not what we like. 3-1, the Rays lead. We've reached the 7th inning. Willie Ibar is going to lead things off for the Rays, and we have a new pitcher for the Athletics. Matt Garza is not going anywhere. He's going to stay in this game. But it's Henry Rodriguez, and when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. So the numbers for Rodriguez. Going to be fun to watch Henry Rodriguez the final month, Ray. I think the A's are going to take a real close look at Henry Rodriguez and see how he fares down the stretch. Maybe get him in games where the score is a little tighter, and we have seen that the last couple weeks with Rodriguez. Two and one to Willie Ibar, the switch hitter. That one's bounced. Barton handles a tough hop. Flips to Rodriguez for out number one.
Now, Dallas Braden throwing just 88 pitches, by bringing Henry Rodriguez in, it completely changes the approach. Dallas more fastball changeup. Not really overpowering with a fastball. Spots it well. Throws a lot of changeups. Henry comes in and just rears back and throws hard with the 99 to 101 mile per hour fastball.
So Sean Rodriguez steps in. Rodriguez rolls the first one foul. They're finally playing baseball again at Fenway Park. The Red Sox with a 3-0 lead over the Blue Jays, but they have had 2 rain delays today at Fenway Park. One of those days.
And then take a look here in the East Bay. There is not one cloud in the sky. What was the temperature first pitch?
71 degrees, I believe is what it said.
Beautiful.
Kuzminoff, quick throw to first, and a nice play by the A's third baseman. It's funny, there's been a fair amount of errors made in this series, but there's been some terrific plays made. This is a good play by Kuzminoff.
Yeah, the ball's off the plate and popped straight up to him, stayed with it, and as we have seen, Kuz throws very well from down under. Gets a lot on the throw, very accurate with his throw.
So Kelly Shopik hits with 2 outs. Jason Kendall had a walk-off hit today for the Kansas City Royals in the 10th inning. Royals beat the White Sox 3-2. That was a series that had weather issues too. They had a rain out on Friday. And then they played a doubleheader yesterday. Both games went extra innings, and there was some rain in that as well. And another extra inning game today. The White Sox lose. The Royals took 2 out of 3 from Chicago. Oh, 0-2 to Shopik, who doubled in a run in the 3rd, struck out swinging in the 5th. Right there, strike 3 called with a fastball. 102 miles per hour.
Just getting loose.
Wow. Rays 3 and the A's 1. Very good start for Matt Garza so far. The one run he has given up was on a balk. So he is back to work. He'll face Davis, Powell, and Gross here in the bottom of the 7th. Fiesta today at the ballpark. Had a nice crowd today. It's a good day to be at the ballpark, I think.
Well, based on the West Coast, the East Coast might have been raining a bit. Beautiful day, good day for the A's to come back and try to score some runs.
First pitch to Rajai Davis is low. Davis a single in the 2nd, a ground out in the 5th. And that one's hit to right field. Zobrist back, and he's got it. 1 out. So Rajai Davis now 1 for 3.
Now batting, the catcher, number 35, Landon Powell.
Rafael Soriano is starting to play a little catch. Landon Powell singled and scored in the 5th, and he drives one shallow right. Zobrist, plenty of action for him. He's got it. 2 outs. Who's pitching when the A's and the Indians play? We're going to tell you. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 night games from Cleveland. It'll be Gonzalez, Carmona, good matchup there. Cahill and Talbot. The A's saw Talbot earlier this year and beat him. And Mazzaro and Masterson. So that is your pitching matchups for that series in Cleveland. Indians lost today. Pitch is low to Gabe Gross. Gross worked a walk in the 5th inning. Two walks, 3 strikeouts for Garza. There's a base hit to left field. Gross going the other way. Anytime you get a base hit now, you're going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Yeah. A's will take anything right now because they're not doing much against Garza that time, just trying to throw a strike. Elevated the fastball, and Gabe Gross hits very well at the opposite field, took advantage of the location of the pitch, and chance to visit with Carlos Payne. So you mentioned Cliff Pennington, a home run in Tampa. He hasn't hit one since April. Beautiful day, Oakland.
Down by 2.
Game number 123.
This one bounced slowly towards second. Rodriguez charges and flips side, retired. Hitting a runner left. We are headed to the 8th from the Coliseum. 3-1 Rays.
Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
3-1, top of the 8th inning. And when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts as Michael Wirtz comes in for the 38th time this year. And first pitch he throws, Upton drills it down the left field line, and it's just foul. So Wirtz faces the top of this Rays lineup.
The first pitch fastball, and as Michael on Wednesday against the Blue Jays started the hitters with a slider. They wouldn't swing at it. Unfortunately, there weren't strikes. So first pitch fastball to Upton, he wasn't going to wait around.
Slider in first strike, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Upton on 3 pitches strikes out. He is 0 for 4.
Well, he hit the ball last time off Dallas Braden right back at him, and he caught it. That might have said enough. What can I do? And swings at a hanger, but could not make contact.
Well, that was a hanger, but he was way late.
Yeah.
Well, you really noticed it on Expo. He was very late on that pitch. Bartlett swings at the first pitch, lifts one toward right near the line. Gabe Gross takes care of it. 2 outs. So Henry Rodriguez goes 1 inning.
Now batting,
Strikeout.
number 13, Carl Crawford.
Another good inning for Rodriguez. Wirtz's first pitch to Kyle Crawford is low. Good slider there, 1-1. Crawford rips one to right for a hit. So Kyle Crawford is 2 for 4. And that'll get Longoria in at bat here in the 8th.
Yeah, it's a question whether Crawford would try to steal second or let the power hitter Longoria swing away. And that Carl Crawford said about Longoria hitting behind him, of course, he can distract the pitcher just like Ricky Henderson did. So Longoria, you get a pitch to hit, don't worry about me stealing the base. And there are times that pitcher and catcher will throw fastballs with a base stealing threat at first. That's when good hitters will say, forget about the stolen base. I'll take care of it.
Crawford not going, and the first pitch is outside. Joaquin Benoit starts to loosen up.
I think the A's would be happy to get anybody from the bullpen. The way Garza's pitching.
Crawford goes, pitches a strike, and the throw to second, not in time. So Crawford has his 41st steal of the year.
And Landon Powell made a perfect throw, quick release. Wasn't even close.
Well, the thing is, Ray, even if he doesn't get a good jump, he's so darn fast.
Exactly.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. On deck is Carlos Pena.
Still hard to outrun the baseball, but Crawford comes close.
Yes, he does. Little flare behind first. Barton, foul territory, and he makes the catch. Heck of a play by Derek Barton. Remember, folks, he's looking right up into that sun as well. So Barton with the nice play. They end the top of the 8th, bottom of the 8th coming up. Here's our McDonald's game summary for today. 3-5-1 for the Rays. 1-4-0 for the Athletics. And he's come to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They'll have their top of the order coming up against Matt Garza. And Garza really has only struggled in 1 inning, and that was the 5th, and that is the inning the A's got their run. Big curve in for a strike. That was pitch number 92 for Garza. Andrew Bailey, just off the disabled list, starts to throw. Crisp is 0 for 3. And a tough at bat in that 5th inning. Runners at second and third, 1 out, a run in. He hit a scorcher right at the first baseman Pena. Caught it, line drive. Pena shading his eyes. He's got it, 1 out. So Coco Crisp now 0 for 4 in the game.
Now batting, first baseman, number 10, Derek Barton.
So Derek Barton will step in. These have had at least one base runner in every inning, except the 4th, but they haven't had that big hit, big extra base hit like the Rays have had.
Not really an exciting hit, just nothing. 9 ground ball outs, 9 fly ball outs. Fly ball outs, not carrying, not going anywhere. I think the biggest thing for Garza today is the way he is throwing more off-speed pitches than just the fastball that he did against the Tigers. And I don't know that they figure the Tigers, who have a lot of power in their line, especially Miguel Cabrera, that he would throw more curveballs to those guys, but challenge them with fastballs, predominantly fastballs. There's no hitter. Not this afternoon.
3-0 to Derek Barton. Taking all the way is Barton, and it's a strike. Mark Ellis in the on-deck circle. And there's the walk. Third walk by Garza. So Garza's going to go for a little walker on the mound. Benoit is throwing in the bullpen. Ellis is 0 for 3. There's a line shot. Crawford coming in, and he makes the catch. We've said all series, boy, do the Rays outfielders play shallow, and it helped them right there.
Anybody else, any other team, that is a base hit. There's no doubt. Ball sinking quickly, but could not sink quickly enough. I was wondering if Garza was going to get a chance to face Jack Custody, and he is not. It's going to be Benoit as Garza's flipping the ball up in the air, and no doubt he wanted to finish 8th, maybe wanted to go 9, but Joe Madden, that's toughest job for a manager, as we know, making pitching changes.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. He was very good today. He hands the ball to Joaquin Benoit with 2 outs and a runner on here in the 8th. And the first pitch is popped up and out of play. So Joaquin Benoit, 48th appearance. He's having a terrific season. Let's look at the numbers, but he was the losing pitcher here on Friday night when the A's came back and won 5-4. And he threw 37 pitches in that outing. Safe to say he was unavailable yesterday, but he's back out there today. I'm sure Joe Madden is thinking, listen, so all you got to do is get 1 out, and then that's it.
Well, that's what he got in the 7th inning Friday night.
And then the 8th inning.
Came out in the 8th and took forever. Madden will be heading down south to the Angels, take on the Angels, a team that he played or worked for under Mike Socha as their bench coach for many years.
Strike to Cust, 1-2. Angels will play tonight against the Twins in Minnesota. Shift is on as always for Cust. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He struck him out with an off-speed pitch. So Cust strikes out for the second time. A's do not score in the bottom of the 8th. Tonight at 6 and 10:30 on our sister station Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Baseball highlights. Giants finish a very difficult road trip. 49ers and the Vikings tonight over at Candlestick Park. Brett Favre's going to play a little bit. Indy Grand Prix of Sonoma. Henry Wolford and Damon Andrews will host. It'll be a full show, no doubt. Matt Garza. Watched Benoit get that final out, and he heads up to the clubhouse. He'll watch the rest of this one. Andrew Bailey comes in just off the disabled list today, so it's great to have the all-star closer back. He'll get an inning of work here.
Last pitch, July the 20th. And this is August the 22nd.
And probably a good idea to get him in there.
Yep.
It's an off day tomorrow.
Well, he pitched Friday night, so as long as he is healthy, it's just a matter of building up some of the arm strength. But I'm sure that was accomplished in the time that he took to get ready and make the one rehab appearance.
Strike called, and it's 0-2 to Carlos Pena. Soriano, the closer, starts to throw for the Rays. Pena hits one very high. Does Barton have a play near the seats? No, not quite. Just into the seats.
Well, he looked up just to see how close he was as the ball kept drifting.
Fans are booing the fan.
Yeah.
Did he reach in a little bit?
No, the ball.
Well, he reached over, though.
Not much. So I think his momentum. Well, he's right at the edge. Right at the edge. I don't know that Derek would have gotten it anyway, but yeah, you're right. I was hoping the fans were not booing Derek Barton.
No.
Considering the plays he has made in foul territory and at first base.
Strike three called. Good pitch by Bailey right on the outside corner.
Those are high-priced seats down there anyway. Field level seats. Andrew Bailey painting the outside corner.
Now batting, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
So here's Zobrist, his fourth at bat. He's 0 for 3. 2 for 11 in the series. Coco's fighting that sun, and he hangs in there, and he makes the catch.
I like it when he put up his right hand, said, "I got it, Rajay." Rajay's 100 feet from him. Rajay's fast, but not that fast.
Go out in the backyard and just throw a ball up right into the sun. It is very difficult.
Oh, that's a great shot. Ultramo with his glove shading his eyes. Trying to find the ball, waiting for it to come out of the sun. And then, deep breath.
Man.
And that's what he's looking up into. Trying to find a baseball out of that.
2 outs for Willie Ibar. In the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Kuzmanov, Davis, and Powell. 3 hitters for the A's. If anybody were to get aboard, it would be Gabe Gross's spot. Way out in front of that one. Oh, third deck up on the tarp. We don't see that very often. And about a third of the way up the tarp as well.
Not paint the outside corner like he did with Pena. Just think next Sunday those tarps will be down.
Yes, they will. Ibar is 0 for 3. He has popped out, struck out, and grounded out. Good pitch right there outside corner. My partner called it. Thank you very much. A couple of strikeouts for Bailey. Bottom of the 9th coming up.
Brought to you by Toyota. More people say yes to Toyota than any other brand in California. Learn why at your Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity, the next generation in home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. By Chevy, with a full lineup of award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Verizon Wireless, introducing the Droid X, the next generation of does.
Bottom of the 9th inning. A's, well, they're hoping that there is a big celebration maybe in about 15 minutes or so, but they have work to do. Down by 2. And the Rays go to the closer, and he's a good one. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and SPOG experts. Rafael Soriano comes in. 36 saves. He's blown 2. He got the save last night through just 7 pitches. Most saves in the American League, second most in the major leagues.
Well, just a nice, easy delivery from the right-hander.
Keith Bell from the Padres has the most in the majors. So 0-1 to Kuzminov. Fastball, swing and a miss. So 0-2. Kuzminov fouled out to first, bounced back to the pitcher, and hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Toward right field, Zobrist on the move, but he'll get there, and he makes the catch.
Time now for the Jeep drive of the game, and Dallas Braden pitching well. Got a couple of guys on base. Evan Longoria, first and third. Just hooked one just inside the line. John Hirschbeck turning around to look as the ball landed just inside the line. It's Carl Crawford, who had hesitated, maybe tripped a little bit around second. Tom Foley sent him, and 2 runs scored. That's the difference in the game, 3-1. Rays over the A's. 2 runs coming in the 6th inning. The A's scored their 1 run on a balk. Dallas Braden, a rare non-shutdown inning.
0-1 to Rajai Davis, who has one of the A's 4 hits in the game. You saw that note on the Rays bullpen, which is very good. And J.P. Howell, very good left-hander. He's out for the year. He really hasn't pitched much at all this year. Grant Balfour on the disabled list. He's a quality right-hander reliever. They will get Balfour back, but Howell out for the year. Count stays 0-2.
Well, the A's down to the last couple of outs, and throughout a season, you look at games, but well, a huge game last night that the A's looked like, and of course the A's a lot of success after the 7th inning when they're leading. Lost a tough one late. Now this afternoon, have a chance to, they don't come back, to split the series after a chance of winning 3 or 4. And who knows what would have happened if they had won last night in this afternoon series finale.
One and 2 to Davis. Trying to get aboard. And he rips one hard, but just foul. That's popped up right side of the diamond. Rodriguez, the second baseman, calls off Pena, and that's out number 2. So that'll bring up Landon Powell. Last hope for the A's to get on base. Powell singled and scored the A's only run in the 5th inning. If he can get aboard, Gabe Gross would hit. Fastball right on the inside corner to Powell for a strike.
This guy's a free agent. There's a lot of teams in the American League hoping he goes to the National League.
Yeah, that's true.
Back.
30 years old. He's going to get a very nice contract from somebody. Seems like he's been around a lot longer than that. 0-2 to Powell. Rafael Soriano. Just missed. Soriano thought that was the pitch that would wrap this baby up. Didn't miss by a lot.
Had to be inside.
Wasn't low. One-two pitch. Powell takes that one in the dirt to even up the count. And make sure you join us on Tuesday. The A's pregame live at 3:30, and then the A's in the Indians from downtown Cleveland at 4 o'clock. Carmona and Gio Gonzalez. That is the pitching matchup. Powell, shot to center, and it's in front of Upton for a base hit. A's are still alive. So Landon Powell gets his second hit.
Kurt Suzuki's got a pitch run for him, so got a little speed. So Landon not called out on a pitch looked like it had the inside corner. And then gets a reprieve on a 2-2 back up the middle. Well, how fitting would this be?
Gabe Gross hasn't played in a while. His former team. Maybe a 2-run homer to tie. Gabe Gross has been on base twice, and the first pitch a strike. Suzuki to second base. Pennington waiting in the on-deck circle. Gross walked in the 5th, singled in the 7th. 1 for 2. Right on the outside corner, 0-2.
Can't reach it, you can't hit it. And Kelly Chapik with Tommy Kim brought it back.
Oh, 2. And it's hit hard. Fair down the right field line. That's going to drive home Suzuki, and Gross is going to have a double. Laz Diaz called it fair. Soriano can't believe it, and it's 3-2.
Now Powell down to his last strike. A single. Gabe Gross the same. A run-scoring double. And a cutter stayed inside, slowed down, sped up his bat speed and his bat, and just inside the line with Carlos Pena guarding the line. He was guarding the line against no doubles. Then it got by. Well, Kurt Suzuki with the second on the indifference trots home.
So now the tying run is at second, and here's Pennington. First pitch is in at the knees for a strike. Pennington has been a hero all week. Can he do it again?
Well, guess what? Another one-run game.
Yep. Shouldn't be surprised. Pennington 0 for 3 in the ball game. He reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th. Up and away, 2-1.
Wednesday just trying to get the runner over and got him in. That's a game-winning hit Wednesday afternoon against the Blue Jays after the Jays had scored 3 in the top of the ninth. He did it again Thursday. Earlier in the game, it was the walk-off though, but Thursday against the Rays, 2-run double.
Swing and a miss on that high fastball. He tried to stop about halfway through.
Well, he elevated it, and that's what guys will do to try to change the eyesight and staying down with everything.
Two-two pitch. And he got him swinging, and that's the ball game. So the A's make it interesting in the ninth. They get a run to close the gap to 3-2. But that is the final score. So Garza beats Braden, and Soriano saves it, and the Rays come back and win the final 2 games of the 4-game series. So the A's finish their 7-game homestand against the Jays and the Rays with a 4-3 record. Unfortunately today, the A's lose a game in the standings to the Texas Rangers. So the A's now